Alright, what is up everybody? It's Lids, and we are back for some more Pyre Community RITE Night, which means some good old-fashioned multiplayer Pyre, featuring first and foremost the members of the RITE Club Discord server, which, if you are unfamiliar, is the hub of all things multiplayer Pyre. If you are interested in getting involved in all that stuff, the best way to do so is by clicking on... There we go, okay, whew. I was scanning over a chat as I was starting to say that. It's like, Artemis Fowl? Artemis Fowl? Are you okay? Are you okay? Okay, Phaler's got me. That link right there, that is the place to go to get more involved in all things multiplayer Pyre. But those of you in chat, you are not off the hook. No, because you see the red circle with the white L below chat. You click on that, you will find all the various requests that you can make today, including things like choosing players, exiles, masteries, talismans, songs, arenas, even Titan stars is all fair game. So, without further ado, let's hop into versus mode and let's get this thing started. And, we'll get that sermon intro on. I'll hop into said Discord group, but let me know if there is anyone who would like to get us started, like to begin things tonight. Hello! I see there are perhaps two people who may be immediately ready to jump in here.
I'm ready!
Nice. Thaler and Chewing Dragon, you guys want to lead things off today?
Yeah, let's go.
Awesome.
It would be cool.
Let me get Steam Friends going here, and then I'll send you guys the invites. We'll get things started.
I think Anor was in the chat before me, but not in this chat, so maybe she wants to go first. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Thaler and Anor, you guys want to duke it out? I don't know. What do we do? Rocks, paper, scissors? We do... Anor says no. Don't worry about it. Okay. I was going to say, does that mean we throw you into a gladiator death pit match and only one of you emerges alive?
Fantastic. I will be slaughtered.
Alright, well, hold on. Let me get them in here, because we've already got some requests coming in. Alright, the invites are sent out. Core has turned customize off, so there will be no warm-up today. That is strictly forbidden.
I think the last time I played against Pyre, it was the same. Like, we had no customized thing on.
Was that last week? We did a lot of turning customize off. I don't remember if that was the case between you two last week.
Year. It was like last year.
Oh, wow. Wow. Good memory in that case. Alright, so I take it, Phaler, you're player one? Based on how you've set yourself as the fate?
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, and Chewing Dragon, who do you want to be today?
I will be Dissidents, as always.
Sorry, say again, you got a little jarbled there.
Dissidents.
Dissidents? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Phaler here, player one. Chewing Dragon here, player two. There we go. Alright. So, anything else, chat, other than turning customize off? I mean, I suppose that covers just about everything. So, of course, as a reminder, that means both players' teams will be completely randomized when it comes to their exiles, masteries, and talismans. We won't even see the squad selection screen, so it'll be a bit of a guessing game when things get started up, but, you know, what better way to get things started than to do that? Alright. Oh, hold on. Only Tempers and True Nightwings are missing? Is that really the only two teams that we don't have anyone representing? I don't know. Well, anyways, let's get things started.
Let's go!
Get hyped.
All right, what do we have?
Brandon is
Good evening, exiles.
Good evening.
You heed the summons to the cairn of Haub. You now have this chance to prove yourselves. Only the righteous shall emerge victorious. The fate stand ready.
All right, so Phaler.
Dissidents stand ready.
Oh,
Who shall
what?
strive?
Excuse me? Did we only turn customize off for one person?
Fantastic.
Pretty sure we did turn it off for both, but apparently not. And so much for Core's favorite map, I'm afraid.
Stand forth, exiles.
But we go from one chaotic map to another one, it looks.
Have you the fortitude required to prevail? Prevail and step closer to freedom. The fate stand prepared.
Kalimer is better anyway, says Nor. Alright, so Phaler has 2/3 of his usual team here, or at least looks like it. A Savage, a Cur, and a Sap. For Chewing Dragon, it is a Demon, a Nomad, and Vorfrit. There's Crone, who has the orb here, tries to jump in but gets blocked. Phaler with Gareth. Now, of course, the classes are similar to what we see oftentimes from Phaler, although the exact characters are not. Chewing Dragon. Headwind goes down. I think we saw a shoulder smash from Headwind. Ooh, big banishment there from Vorfrit. But can't get past those defenders. Oh, and Black Claw. What was that on Phaler's Gareth, it looked like? So that means no casting for him. Always interesting to see if anyone gets some really unusual talismans, and it does seem as though that is the case here. Oh, and Chewing Dragon does have Celestial Spike on Jody there. That's dangerous. Definitely does not have the quick throwing talismans. Not the meta demon setup exactly, at least not from a talisman standpoint. Phaler has at least 2 jumps there on Rookie, if not more. I think we saw Lucky Break, which means he definitely has more on the left side. That is, of course, the mastery that allows him to come back more quickly from banishment. Also seeing Chewing Dragon with Sacred Bond, the ability that gives him the portraits to revive his friends, although not going to stop Phaler this time from throwing it in for 15. That looks very fast. Now, Curs do have quick throws, yes. We don't see them very often, so maybe just caught a little bit off guard by that, but that felt like Rookie might even have the Starsmith, especially quick throws.
Yeah.
Everyone down here on Chewing Dragon's side. Phaler, everyone is throwing it quickly. Bright Wisp, okay, on Rookie for Phaler. It looks like that is the talisman that will automatically pass the orb to the closest teammate if Rookie has the orb when he gets banished.
Ah, it didn't matter. Okay.
There's Phaler there with Manly, but he goes down. Orb currently unclaimed. But Chewing Dragon does finally get it back here. A little bit of leapfrog there between Headwind and Rookie. Here's Rookie. Jody knocking everyone back, setting up this plunge for 30 damage. Oh, and didn't even notice there, but it seemed as though perhaps Chewing Dragon might have had the talisman that has Phaler start with 10 less starting
Yeah,
Pyre life.
Frozen Soul.
Looks like he had it, yeah. I didn't catch which exile has it, though. That would be somewhat helpful to know. Oh, and there it is. Another plunge there for 30. That drops Phaler down to 30. Now, of course, Phaler does have a sap, and so it is hard to tell how much of any rekindling he may have. Have not seen much from this sap, or at least I haven't yet made much note of it. Okay, so Phaler has at least the first mastery on the right side with Rookie, which would suggest he either doesn't have triple jump or does not have lightning run, because we've seen he does have lucky break. Phaler gets shoulder smashed from Headwind. Chewing Dragon finds a way in. There's the rekindling, though. It's 50 for Phaler. So So second life bar is out, and it's big.
Ah, why couldn't I dash? Okay, fine.
Somebody has Fallen Void. I think it's Chewing Dragon.
yeah, that's me.
From afar into the pyre's flame.
What's up, Amanda? We've got an all randomized showdown here to start things off between Phaler and Chewing Dragon. There's that Bright Wisp again. Just a good insurance policy for Phaler. Oh, and Shooting Star there. Was that on Phaler's Manly? Vanishing throws on him. It's a slow throw, but it does have range. Here's an opening for Phaler.
I couldn't get through.
I think Chewing Dragon might have gotten blocked by the Imps there, preventing him from getting into a defensive position there. Here is Chewing Dragon. Has some room, but gets banished. Now, of course, Phaler does not have Prayer Beads on Rookie, so he's gone for this round. That means he may be relying more heavily on Gareth here. Otherwise, it's going to come down to Manly to get a score. That may mean an advantage of sorts for Chewing Dragon. Just Gareth to defend right now for Phaler. Here comes Jody. But she gets banished. Gareth for Phaler. Still has it.
No.
Sneaks in. Oh, but look at this! What?
Yeah.
Chewing Dragon has 20 rekindling. Where did that come from? He has the rekindling talisman. And that is the craziness of turning Customize off. You never know when someone might have that talisman. You can never rule people out. But it does mean Phaler just needs one more score. Bright Wisp passes it over to one of Phaler's characters. Phaler just guarding the orb now, but Chewing Dragon for a second there looks like he's going to pick it back up. Here's Rookie. Gets shoulder smash though. Chewing Dragon with Jody. Blocked. Now banished. Taylor trying to get rid of the defenders before he makes his move. Going for it now with Rookie. Sneaks under the defender for the winning score.
Good game.
GG.
Conducted with aplomb. Thus end
The
this
right light pog indeed. Well played. Good match.
until the next round.
All right, well then, chat, let us know if there is anything you'd like to see for the next one. Otherwise, we'll turn Customize back on and go to our defaults. Oh, Core says 3 masteries. Okay, just 3. Anything else? Looks like that'll do. So of course, 1 fewer mastery than usual. We'll see how that affects people's strategies here. And I hear water. Okay, but it's Fall of Solium, not the boat.
The dissidents. Welcome
So other than those 3 masteries, it is up to you to pick whatever you'd like.
the rites.
And of course, that 4th and final mastery that players usually have, probably more significant for some classes than others. So that may mean that people could, in some cases, be able to pick what is functionally their usual team, just slightly weaker than you might normally see, or in some cases might mean they need to fundamentally change what they'd like to do.
Failure is
Hey, I'm
dead.
having internet issues. Could
Okay.
you invite me?
Uninvite and reinvite. Let me do that. Both play. No remote. There you are. There we go. Invite resent whenever you're ready.
Choose someone.
So did we figure out on Chewing Dragon's side for the previous match? He had a couple of talismans that had sort of passive effects. One that dealt 10 damage to Phaler's starting Pyre life, and one that obviously gave him the 20 rekindling at the end. But I wasn't sure which characters had which.
I think my nomad had the rekindling, and then the other exile, not Jodial, had the frozen soul.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
Jodial had a bottled void.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And I remember on my exile that standed up for my exile. Okay, my second exile that he had a frozen soul.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sorry for my English.
Interestingly, both players leading off with a Savage here. Phaler goes the full ninja route, whereas Shooting Dragon going more with the plunging Savage, taking prayer beads.
What am I doing?
And a shoulder smashing, power casting Snadra in the next spot there for Chewing Dragon. Phaler took Raji in the second spot. Oh, and is going for Feral Curse on his Crone. So look out for that. That means he can transform all of Chewing Dragon's exiles into defenseless howlers once during this rite.
Do I need to go wild? Yeah, let's go.
Anor was wondering if there's any art of non-Nightwings in their everyday clothes outside their raiments. Core says he doesn't think there is.
No, let's go.
But here we go. That is a second Savage there for Chewing Dragon, and remember, there is a lot of ability to teleport to the orb. So whenever the orb is unclaimed, it probably will not remain unclaimed for long. There's Phaler, throwing it in for 20 with Ulmer. Phaler back with it here and can banish with those throws. And Ulmer goes down for him. Now it's Chewing Dragon with the stowaway, but she gets banished. So there was Vertrude. Chewing Dragon saw it coming. Snadra trying to deal with Raji here. Ulmer again. Everybody gets banished in that exchange. Ulmer for Chewing Dragon. Trying to find a way past Bertrude, but can't. Nor can Bertrude find a way past Snadra. But Ulmer once again teleporting to the orb. And his throw is slightly less than the maximum. 19 out of 20 that time. But he's back at it here. Banishes one defender. And Now it's Chewing Dragon on the counterattack. Not for long.
Yeah.
Big power cast there from Snadra. Baylor. With Bertrude, the throw has enough on it. Full 30 damage, and that drops Chewing Dragon to 31. So Phalar, having missed 1 damage on that Almer throw previously, could be significant. So that is the difference between him being able to finish the job with 1 Bertrude throw or plunge and not being able to do that. So Phalar will still need 2 scores in any situation. Banishes 1 defender, but then gets banished by the second. Stowaway. Trying to find some room. Bertrude. She goes down. Almer once again teleports the orb. Green Dragon to the Stowaway. Just barely sidesteps Almer's cast. Ooh, might have an opening here. Just barely gets banished before making it in. Phalar with Bertrude. Ooh, well cast there from Snadra. And she's banished. Almer back at it now for Phalar. Opening. Banishes the defender with the throw. There's the plunge for 20. Now, he does not have prayer beads with Almer. So that means he's gone for this round. But it does mean that any score for Phalar will do the trick. He has that Crone Salute, turning all of Chewing Dragon's characters into defenseless howlers, setting up the winning throw.
Good game.
GG.
GG.
Stood by their side. The rite is ended.
Alright, well, let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
And chat, let us know if there's anything you want to see for the next one. That one, of course, we had just 3 masteries rather than our usual 4. Not seeing any requests at the moment, though, so barring any last-minute thoughts here, we'll just have these two do our next match without any specific requests. They'll just take whatever they'd like.
The fate shall
Okay, it's the Glade of Liu,
the dissidents.
and with no requests, they are free to take whatever they want here.
Who shall conduct the rites?
Oh, it will be
Taylor's
fun.
going with Titan Tooth Gilman there. He will stun anyone
Thanks
that
for
he
this
jumps
one,
into.
Thor.
Yeah, I was wondering why my savages weren't as cool as always. Turns out they weren't jumping far. Yeah.
And it is a plunging Almer in the first spot there for Chewing Dragon. Raji in the second spot there for Phalar. And a Web Lanthorn Tizo. And Phalar once again with a Saluting Crone, though I think last time went with a more throwing setup, whereas this time takes Prayer Beads on his Crone, so looking to see that be more of a plunger this time.
well, fuck it.
And Chewing Dragon finishes with a speedy Pamitha with a large aura. Here we go.
Now begin.
Series of banishments in the middle. For a second there, Phalar defenseless, but has Raji. That's all he needs this time. Now Gilman on the counterattack. Sets up the throw. Not quite enough on it, but he still has it here. Oh, and the harp push pushes Gilman out of range, preventing that throw from hitting the mark.
No.
And they're now full speed ahead with Bertrude. Remember, she has prayer beads, so Phalar is looking to plunge with her. And she will come back here. Amitha. Seeing the effects of the speed that Chewing Dragon took on her, but she goes down, as does Ulmer. Right now, Chewing Dragon defenseless, gets Pamitha back, but not quickly enough to stop Gilman from throwing this one in for 15. The arena, of course, gets smaller here. Phalar back at it with Gilman for another 15. Gilman again. This time blocked, though. But he did Titan Tooth, and therefore stun. So it slowed Chewing Dragon down, but here is Chewing Dragon on the counterattack. Oh, and speeds past one of the defenders, but does go down. Bertrude, she's banished. Ulmer, Chewing Dragon, trying to find a way around Raji, but cannot find it. Taylor once again with Gilman. And once again, is on for 15 damage with the throw. Oh, and there is Phalar's Crone Salute, setting up the winning plunge.
Good game.
GG.
And what a crushing victory it was. Thus end this night's proceedings.
Alright, let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
Oblige the voice that tells you more? What? Was that a Bertrude line? Otherwise, I don't know, is Anor getting mind controlled by the voice here? Anor, I strongly encourage you to resist what Brighton is telling you. But otherwise, chat, let us know if there's anything you'd like to see for this next match. Ah, okay. I pick. I see. I am choosing Exiles. I am choosing Exiles, says Anor. Okay. Anything else? Or will that be all? I was gonna say, it sounded very Book of Ritesy. So at first I thought that Anor was just quoting that, and I was like, huh? What does that mean? Oh, thanks, Anor. Alright, it looks like that'll be it. So let's get started then. Oh, dear. Well. Why do I feel like this always happens on the few times that people have requested that I pick Exiles? Well, I mean, what else am I gonna say at this point, right? Oh, and only 2 masteries. Okay. So we can still do that. Obviously, we're not gonna be... In this case, it's not gonna be hard limited, but as long as people just deliberately do not take any more than 2, then that still works. But, I mean, we are on the boat. So, Phalar, with your first exile, you'll be taking Orlek. So remember, only 2 masteries. And Chewing Dragon, let's see. For your first exile, you'll be taking Ignarius. And remember, only 2 masteries.
No, I'm not. Yeah, okay.
Alright, so Phaler went Web Landthorn, and Chewing Dragon, or rather, Phaler goes Prayer Beads, and Chewing Dragon goes Web Landthorn. Phaler, for your second exile, you're getting Ignarius. Again, just 2 masteries here. And I like what I'm seeing. Let's just say, yes, there definitely is a reason why I am having you two take the exiles that I'm having you take. For you, Chewing Dragon, now you take Orlek. No, yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to change that. Or I'm going to get distracted by all of this.
Okay, and then Phaler, in your last spot, you can choose either to go with Jody or Vids. Up to you. Again, only 2 masteries. Only 2 masteries. There we go. Alright. And likewise, for you, Chewing Dragon, either Jody or Vids, whichever one you would prefer. Alright, and here we go. Full demons on the boat. I think we saw Chewing Dragon take a more defensive lineup, Phaler go in a more offensive route. It's Phaler first here with Orlek. And I believe, yes, he did take Prayer Beads on Orlek, so he is back. But of course, Orlek is a tricky one with this setup, because as we are now seeing with Chewing Dragon, if you can't bring him back, he is going to take currently 22 seconds, but of course 30 immediately upon getting banished before he returns. So that is pretty painful. But Web Landthorn, which I believe we saw perhaps even both players take, is of course the most reliable way for these people to bring him back. The primary reason why we are all demons on the boat is because of that. Because today is time for some Air Orlek action. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm loving it already. I am loving it already. Look at all the airtime we are seeing. It is amazing. It is amazing. You love to see it. You just love to see it. Now, Phaler with just Ignarius at the moment. But he does have the orb, and plunges in for 30. Trade here. Now, Phaler did plunge with Ignarius, and he does not have Prayer Beads, so he's out for this round now, but that won't stop Phaler from plunging this time with Orlek for 25. Now, he does have Prayer Beads, so he will be back, and Phaler could score with any of his demons here, and he would have enough damage. Ooh, big air that time from Chewing Dragon. Seemingly jumps over the Pyre, but does make it in here with his Orlek for 25. Banishes 1. But then gets banished. And that was Orlek that went down for Phaler, so he will be out for a while now. But Chewing Dragon with only 1 defender here.
Come on!
And Phaler makes it in for the winning plunge.
GG.
GG.
Put aside their adversaries without too much trouble. The rite is done.
I swear, there's got to be at least a 50% probability that whenever you guys request that I'm the one choosing exiles, that we end up on the boat. For whatever reason.
Till the stars
For whatever reason.
align.
The game knows. But anyways, let us know, chat, if there's anything you'd like to see for this next one. The other 50%. Hey, if it's always boat and pit when I'm choosing, that is fine by me. That is fine by me. Okay, we have an exiles request here. Triple worm. Oh, yes. It just keeps on getting better. It just keeps on getting better. All right, anything else on top of that? Obviously, that locks down the exiles. Knights of the Sea. Okay. I can get behind that. Good choice, good choice. That makes sense. Anything else? Ridge of Gold. Okay. Will that be all?
Yeah, favorite map.
Nice, nice. Looks like that'll be it. So let's do it. Triple worms.
The fate shall now face the dissidents. Welcome.
Alright, so we know, of course, which exiles people will be taking. Yes, there is an objectively correct worm to take in the first spot. As well as second and third. I'm afraid Failure has already failed in that regard. Chewing Dragon, that's your cue to take a different worm in the first spot.
Which one? I don't
Take Gilman! He's
Gilman?
supposed to go first!
I'm not playing Gilman, I'm always playing Deluge.
How could you? How could you?
I'm very sorry. I'm going to put some random talismans because I don't really
Said deluge.
want to understand how my 3 worms work.
Chewing Dragon goes for the starting Pyre life. Failure continues to put everyone in the wrong spot. Goes for a defensive Lady River. Lady River's supposed to go on the bottom. This is heresy. Come on, guys. Whoa, a bottled void. Gilman there. Okay. An exploding Gilman in the bottom spot that's supposed to be Deluge's talisman. And Lady River up top for Chewing Dragon. And here we go. All worms, baby. There's the Titan Tooth. So Failure stunning Chewing Dragon here and setting up... Oh, he was trying to throw that one in, but he was a little too quick on the plunge. So that means he will lose Deluge here. Now Chewing Dragon blocked. But Orb remains unclaimed. Chewing Dragon back with it here. And he plunges for 15. Taylor first the orb, somehow avoids banishment and gets this throw off
Threw it in.
for 13. Taylor back at it, but not for long. Chewing Dragon avoids banishment. Has 3 worms all lined up, and 2 of them go down there. Deluge has eluded banishment, at least for now, but then Chewing Dragon with the Valiant Return gets a worm back. But gets Titan Tooth stunned. So Taylor with a little bit of time here to set up the throw. This one for 12. Taylor again.
Why, that was rather
That one this time for the full 15.
the pyre on each side.
Chewing Dragon first the orb here. Oh, and just barely within range of getting banished there. Taylor, his throw,
It was but a little splash.
9 this time. Taylor once again. This time, though, does plunge when he was trying to aim in that throw. Because now, of course, means he's without Deluge for this round. Chewing Dragon looking for the right time and angle with which to approach from. Switches over to Lady River. Stamina back, charges in. But gets banished.
Interesting exchange.
Taylor, his throw,
An impressive thrust.
5 this time. Taylor again,
A true aimed thrust.
this time 13.
Yes. Not much force of
Taylor's throw this time for 5. That one, oh, it looked like that was going to be a little bit wide, but no, Phaler does hit the mark, and it is for the full 15 here, which does mean that now next throw may be all that Phaler needs here. A plunge would definitely be enough. Chewing Dragon. Starting to run out of time. Oh, nearly found a way to sneak in past those defenders. Taylor's blocked, but has it back here.
seemingly unfair.
Oh, and that Bottled Void might have been the difference maker there, setting up the banishment. But Phaler plunges for the winning score.
Good game.
The fate prevailed. They overwhelmed their adversaries utterly.
GG.
The right
First of all,
is come.
I am deeply ashamed by what I just saw. The worm setup, not what I'm looking for. Not what I'm looking for. But other than that,
The next.
I mean, triple worms is a starting place, but seriously, you guys got to go back to the textbooks.
Go back to the true Lids approved way of doing things.
Exactly. When it comes to triple worms, that's all I ask. Anything else, do whatever you'd like, but triple worms must be a certain, very specific way. Alright, but anyways, chat, let us know if there's anything else you would like to see for this next one. And just to check with our 2 players here, Phaler and Chewing Dragon, are you guys good to stick around? Either you feel like you want to switch out?
Yeah, fine.
I'm good still.
Okay, great. Alright, and not seeing any requests from chat, so why don't we jump back into the next one?
The fate shall now
Ooh,
face
okay. Hit him a Leith. I am a fan. No requests, so we'll see what they choose to take here.
who shall conduct.
But there are, of course, some very interesting options in this arena in particular. Okay, there goes all left side Titan Tooth Harp. So that does include the Harp Salute, allowing him to switch places with his closest ally.
a deluge.
then it's Gilman first. Supposed to be Gilman in the first spot.
Exile.
Both players choosing an imp in their second spot. Then Phaler goes with a Stubborn Flame, Prayer Beads, Bertrudes. That means we'll be plunging with her. But if Chewing Dragon is ever in the lead, he will be dealing 10 less damage than usual. Then lastly, in the all left side, Barker there for Chewing Dragon. Titan Tooth, is that a double Titan Tooth? Both players stunned there. Then a whole bunch of banishments. Phaler emerges, plunging here with his harp for 20. Bertrude, remember, has prayer beads, so Phaler is happy to do that. Once again, Titan Tooth. Phaler switches, though, into Bertrude. Big banishments there from Pamitha, but she goes down. Looked for a second there like she had made enough of an opening for herself. Here comes Barker. He's blocked, now banished. That brings back Pamitha and Bertrude. For Phaler, Bertrude is blocked. Chewing Dragon with some space here. And plunges for 15 with what should be Gilman. Titan Tooth stuns. Phaler switches into Bertrude. And plunges here for 25. Chewing Dragon banishes 2. Barker banished, though. Phaler now with Bertrude. Chewing Dragon off the wall and series of banishments here. But Phaler banished after his attack. Chewing Dragon gets the stamina back. Lines up the target and plunges here for 15 with Barker. He had prayer beads, so he is back. Here he is. Oh, and that brings back Deluge. Barker. Pamitha has that Titan Tooth. Setting up this Bertrude plunge that has been Phaler's strategy and has led to several scores thus far, but he only needs one more here. And there it is.
Good game.
GG.
They vastly outperformed their adversaries.
Yeah, good game.
The ceremony is complete.
All right, let's head on back. And let us know, chat, if there's anything you'd like to see for the next one. Oh, okay. Let's see. We had a few requests here, but I think ultimately looks like Core was first to the punch. Just barely. I mean, just barely. Yeah, just remind me, Inor. We'll do yours next, no worries. But Core has requested that we turn Customize off. So that, of course, means, once again, randomized exiles, masteries, and talismans. We won't even know what they are in advance. We'll just get thrown straight into the action. And that covers almost everything. So why don't we get this started then? I hear water. It's the boat. For Phaler, it's a cur, a worm, and a harp. For True Dragon, it is a crone, a demon, and a crone. Or no, and Snadra. Phaler plunges for 20 to lead things off. That was Dalbert. He does not have prayer beads, so he's gone for this round, that means. Forfeit for True Dragon. Plunges for 30. She did not have prayer beads, so she will not be in for this round. Phaler plunges once again with Dalbert for 20. That means Warford is back, and they will continue trading scores here. Of course, Phaler is scoring for 20, whereas True Dragon is scoring for 30. Phaler back at it once again with Dalbert. And he has Lucky Break. We know he has... Given how he has the extra damage in the first spot on the right side of the tree, we know he does not have either triple jump or does not have lightning run. Snadra, oh, nearly banished the entirety of Phaler's team, but now Phaler, opportunity here with a very fast Pamitha. She's gone for this round, though, after plunging. That's now Dalbert down as well. That means just Deluge to defend for Phaler at the moment. True Dragon chooses to use Vorfrit here. Oh, and came oh so close to making it in. Dalbert for Phaler. Speeds in for 20. Once again, it's Vorfrit for True Dragon. That drops Phaler down to 10. Now, as we saw previously, you can never rule out the talisman that gives 20 rekindling Rite Light whenever we have Customized turned off. But barring that, True Dragon only needs one score here. Whereas Phaler would presumably need two. He does have Seize Chance active here. We don't necessarily know if he has extra damage on the throw from any talisman sources, but no, now we are tied at 10 apiece. So that means just about anyone should be able to finish this again, barring any unexpected rekindling. Phaler with Dalbert. Oh, so close. True Dragon on the counterattack. Forfeit. Past the defenders, but gets cornered. Phaler with Deluge. And it is done.
Yeah, I'm out.
GG.
Goodbye, guys.
Ever so close. The rite is complete.
Well played.
Until the next.
Good games, Dragon. See you later.
See you, True Dragon. Alright, so it looks like Chewing Dragon is looking to swap out here. Phaler, you want to swap out as well? You want to stick around? How are you feeling?
I'm good for a couple more.
Okay, let's turn Customized back on before I forget. We did have an Exiles request from Anor, so we will take a look at that, but we are looking for one person to jump in here, take Chewing Dragon's spot. So if there's anyone in chat who'd like to do so, then of course, let us know. We can get you in. Triple anything, Anor? Doesn't matter what, as long as it's triple. Core says he can hop in for a few. Awesome. Let me send you an invite then, Core. Alright, invite sent. There we go. Alright, and yes, confirmation from Anor. 3 of any kind of exile. Just need to be the same class. Oh, and somehow, Baylor, you got switched over to mouse keyboard there. Alright, well, let us know if there's anything else you'd like to see for this one chat. We have exiles confirmed. But that is all for right now. This will, of course, be Core's first one for the day, so... Well, I mean, as we saw with our first one between Phaler and Chewing Dragon, there's no such thing as a warm-up. Hey, Rumi, how's it going? How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, hope everything's going well. Seems like that'll be it in terms of our requests for this one, so let's get this started then. Kept getting work shifts on Sundays.
The fate shall take
Oh,
on
okay.
the Pyre.
Minimally.
Welcome.
So we have 3 of one kind of class. That is our only request here. And to clarify, as Phaler is potentially considering using Orlek here, what is our thoughts on Orlek relative to other demons? Does he count? Is he allowed? Is he a demon? Is he his own group? Is he an archdemon? No, Orlek is not allowed. Okay. Orlex, sit this one out, please. Alright. No Orlex allowed this time. Instead, Phaler goes the harp route. Core almost doing the proper worm setup there. Of course, does lock in Gilman, so that means he will be going triple worms there. Gilman is in the first spot, so well done in that sense. And that is a speedy Tamitha. What is Deluge?
But Deluge is on the bottom.
No! Lady River is on the bottom. Disgusting. Alright, then it is a stunning with the Titan Tooth. Tamitha, or is that Doxiana there, or Tamitha? Including the Harp Salute, so that means Phaler will be able to switch places with his closest ally. Then speaking of Titan Tooth, or thinking about it at least there, with Deluge. Of course, we know he's going to be using a worm here in the last spot.
Wait, he made a fatal error. I just realized.
Oh?
This is actually fine, then. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, it does matter.
We shall see. Alright, so it is Triple Harp versus Triple Worm. And well, Core proceeds to banish the entire team And then have Seize Chance active for a 25-point throw there with Deluge, or rather with, with Deluge. Titan Tooth active here, stunning Phaler. Gilman explodes. Deluge. Gilman has Seize Chance for 25. Gilman again explodes. Seize Chance sets up this 25 damage throw from Gilman. And, well, we might be seeing a bit of a theme here. Titan Tooth will stun Phaler. 4 will throw that one in, this time for 9. So that means a Seize Chance score would be enough for Core to finish this, but a normal Worm score would not. But now it's Phaler plunging for 20. His throw is short. Phaler. Harp pushes in for 20. Phaler with Pamitha. Banished. Seize Chance is active. As we were saying, that's what Core needs. And that'll finish it.
Good game.
Good game.
GG.
Their adversaries confidently thwarted. The rite is ended.
All right, let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
And chat, let us know if there's anything you want to see for the next one. Okay, not seeing anything at the moment, so barring any last-minute requests here, we'll have these two take whatever they want to take. I hear more water. This one, I think, though, is Follisolium. Yes. And no requests, so you can take whatever you'd like.
The rites.
And we've seen Phaler increasingly as of late use Almer in the first spot with the banishing throws. Used to be the quick throws. Nowadays does seem as though that's Phaler's preference. Then a Luminous Idol Pamitha in the first spot there for Core. That means whenever he picks up the orb with Pamitha, she will refill her stamina. Webland Thorn. Raji in the second spot there for Phaler. Webland Thorn Messenger Imp in the second spot there for Core. And, ooh, is that 2 imps there for Phaler? Okay. Then last one for Core is a plunging damage Ignarius. So here we go. Phaler presumably relying fairly heavily on Almer for the offense. Or trying to find a way around those imps, but they are tough to work around. Oh, but look at that portal placement there for Core. Doesn't get more dangerous than that. So Phaler needs to do everything he can to make sure Core does not get the orb back. Otherwise, that is functionally an automatic score for Core. And there it is, Perfang, and yes, I do believe also Brazen Manor active for 48 damage. Taylor now Shooting Star banishing one of the defenders and then setting up this throw, cutting it a little bit short for 13. Taylor teleports to the orb and somehow sneaks that throw in between defenders for the full 20. Teleports the orb again, and once again, does get the throw off. And that means we are practically tied here. Oh, is that a double banishment on the throws? I feel like I've never seen that before. Even when exiles are really close to each other. Or with Pamitha. Or setting up the Brazen Manor to brace herself if Core does get the orb back. Here he does have a dangerous, although not as dangerous as we previously saw, portal. Amitha. She's blocked. Switches into Ignarius, but he gets banished. Homer. Finishes with the throws and does just that. Double imp banishment. Taylor teleports the orb, but goes down. Ignarius to Pamitha. Pamitha through the portal. Taylor with Almer. Has some space here. But goes down. Pamitha for Core. Blocked. And Titan Tooth. Almer trying to pave a way toward the Pyre. And does just that. Makes enough space for another 20 damage throw. Almer's throw banishes one defender, and then the cast banishes another. And then the throw makes it in a quick one at that for 11. But it does mean one more of those full damage throws, at least, would be enough for Phalar to finish it. It's Core on the attack here, though. Sets up a dangerous portal. But it's Phalar with the orb. Not for long, though. Core, was looking to switch into Ignarius there, you have to imagine. So must not have been pleased when he saw that he got Messenger Imp instead. Still has a dangerous portal. And is trying to go through that portal. But the camera was not doing Core very many favors there. Core still with that dangerous portal. Trying to get rid of some of these defenders, though. Goes down with Messenger. That does change his portal position. It is no longer nearly as dangerous. And here comes Phalar on the attack. Core well timed to get the orb back, but loses Ignarius in the process. Almer banished. Amitha gets rid of one defender, then gets taken out by the second. Almer again for Phalar. Banished. Ignarius gets taken out by one of the imps. Almer is back at it, but he's banished. Or was using those portals effectively before, but that portal does not take him far this time. Orb unclaimed. Pamitha the first one to it. Retreats. Looking to get that stamina back, but doesn't have time to do so. Almer goes down. Pamitha. Trying to find a way past Almer. Almer blocks her. Pamitha back at it. Or with another relatively dangerous portal, but it's Phalar with the orb here. Moving forward with Almer. Almer goes down. Pamitha trying to clear out some space for teammates. Or changes the portal position. Sets up Brazen Manor. Pam through the portal. Switches into Ignarius. Ignarius banished. Emtha somehow finds a way to safely get that orb back. Ooh, Core with a little bit of space here moves the portal ever slightly closer to Phaler's Pyre. Ignarius now with the orb. Dangerous attacking position, but can't knock back the defender, so he goes down.
To each his own.
Ametha here switches into Ignarius.
Glory to the scribe.
That means 38 damage, and that was a very long time there in between scores, but now, both players within striking range here. It's Almer. He's banished, though. Though, mind you, Core is down Ignarius after plunging with him when he did not have prayer beads. So in that sense, Core had a bit of a disadvantage.
I almost pity what transpired.
Oh, and Core very much at a disadvantage here. No one back to defend. Almer's throw will finish the job.
Good
Okay.
game.
GG.
Mental.
How long was that in between scores there? That standoff.
The ceremony is complete.
A while.
Well played.
Until the stars align.
Alright, well, chat, let us know if there's anything you'd like to see for the next one.
I think next one will be my last.
Okay.
I'm calling on Arumi to fill my spot. We haven't had
Oh,
Geo play in a
alright.
while.
Arumi Phaler is... I mean, I would say he's throwing the gauntlet, but then again, he's not really challenging you as much as he's encouraging you to challenge Core. Ruby's like, I don't know about that. Sure, I guess. Phaler says he's good for one more, so this will probably be our last one between Phaler and Core in that case. Glorious tradition, okay, that's fitting. Oh, and customize off as well. What better way? What better way? In that case, I mean, there's not much else we can do here. So, of course, means randomized teams for both players, and... Wait. Oh, okay, hold on. Never to return fate, okay. No, I mean, we do hope we see Phaler on a later occasion. Maybe not today. Maybe this will be his last match for today, but... You know, we would like for Phaler to return at some point. Isle of Kalamer, I believe.
Shall take on the Pyre.
It's a harp and 2 imps for Phaler. It's a harp, a savage, and a sap for Core. Or rather, not a savage, a nomad for Core. Phaler brute forcing it through with one of those imps, and yet well-timed return there from Tamitha. Doesn't look like she has the harp salute, or may have tried to and yet didn't have any teammates to switch into. Ooh, Black Claw. Is that the second time we've seen Black Claw from a customized off setup today? I think it might be. I think that was on one of Core's exiles. But it's Phaler plunging first here for 20 with his harp. Now, Core does have, or did have, 130 starting Pyre life, which would suggest that he had the talisman that gives him the additional starting 30 Pyre life. Core with Palmas, ooh, looking to charge up the throw, but those sap throws, they have the range, but they are quite slow. We did not have time to finish it. Phaler still on the attack here. Sets up a very dangerous portal. The Phaler defenseless here. This time, is Core enough time for the sap throw? He does. The full 25. Phaler first to the orb, but Pamitha gets blocked. Imps going crazy in the middle of the field. Once again, Core trying to charge up that sap throw. May not quite have had the range. Oh no, and it's Lendl who has Black Claw. That is not what you want to see on your Nomad.
The orb is taken.
Here is Lendl.
Patience, bringer.
Core back with Tamitha here. Baylor going through that portal. Gets rid of Tamitha. Charges up the quick throw for 13. Okay, they're blocked. But banishes one defender, yet it's Core on the attack here. That was a speedy harp. But no prayer beads on Tamitha for Core, so she's out for this round.
Banished all of them.
Just Palmas at the moment. Tamitha to try to stop him. Core throws, but gets intercepted. Once again, Core with an exile that can't cast as his only defender, and that is a tough spot to be in. So Thaler able to plunge there. Once again, Lendl, last one left. Giving Thaler time here to set up this 15 damage throw. Oh, nearly enough from Tamitha there. But she falls just short. Tamitha, using Palmas as a bodyguard and sacrifices him as one might expect Tamitha to do. Gets it back and makes it all the way in there with Tamitha. She's out for this round now. Lendl, of course, can still run into people. That is one way for him to banish, but perhaps the answer for him is to plunge. So he is all the way down on the left side, which means he may very well have power casting without, or critical strike without being able to cast. And that is just cruel and unusual punishment. And Core trying to set up the throws here, or maybe even plunge with Palmas. May only need one score. Of course, as we saw previously, it is possible players might have RITE Light for the unexpected 20 rekindling from the Talisman. But if not, then this could be the winning score, and it is.
Good game.
GG.
GG.
Lendl was so useless.
Oh my goodness, I was like, what can Lendl do?
Thus end this night's proceedings.
GG.
Until the stars align.
Alright, so I believe Phaler was saying that was going to be his last one, and we were saying that, well, at least Phaler challenged Arumi to take his place. So Arumi, if you're up for it, happy to get you in here. You're up for it? Awesome. Let's do it then. Let me send you a request here real quick. Invite sent. Alright, good for at least a few games. That's fine. And Core, just to check in with you, are you good to stick around?
Yeah, but it might not be a ton of games.
Okay, no worries. No worries. And Arumi, who would you like to be today? Dissidents? Okay. Let me just set you up here. There we go. All right. Now, of course, this will be Arumi's first match of the day. So I would say maybe that means we give him a chance to warm up. Then again, that has very much not been what we have done for other players today. So I don't know, Chad, it's up to you. It's up to you. Rumi says, lay it on me. Give him your worst. Chat. Activates all Titan stars. Turns starting Pyre life to 10. Turns all masteries and talismans off. Or not. Or not. Let's turn customize back on before we forget. Gonna have to call in Thanatos on that one to make a ruling. That seems unbalanced. Alright, well, let's get started. And no requests here, so that means we'll just have these two take whatever they want to take. And it's the Glade of Lu.
Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
And Arumi goes with a plunging Bertrude in the first spot with prayer beads and with that crone salute. So we will be able to transform all of Kor's characters into defenseless howlers once during this rite. Kor leading off with a prayer beads Rookie there. Don't think we see Kor using Kurs all that often. Then it is a power casting Snadra.
They're the next big thing, watch.
The next big thing. Kor says, oh, hold on. He might not be kidding. He might not be kidding, because that's a second Kur right there. I mean, once upon a time, triple Kurs was apparently the meta. That was approximately 1 millennia ago. Kor goes manly with the last spot. So here we go. Kor with a combination of speed, as we're seeing here with Rookie, and the slow defensiveness of the saps. Arumi on the attack with Bertrude, trying to leap in. Parker sidesteps the cast, goes in here for 15, and I believe he had Titan Tooth, which means he will not be back for this round. Well shielded there. Big power cast from Snadra, but gets rid of Almas just by, or rather Manly, just by running into him. Oh, and here is the numbing gust that we saw Kor take on Manly. That means that when everyone is banished on Kor's side, Arumi will not be able to sprint, jump, throw, or use any other special abilities, but now that people are back, Arumi can leap in for 30. Rookie. There's that Titan Tooth. Setting up this plunge here for another 30. And we saw Arumi take prayer beads on Bertrude, specifically so that he could do this. Titan Tooth stun once again. Arumi not quite as quick this time, but still finds a way to make it in with Bertrude for 30. So I would say only needs one more of those, but then again, I do believe we saw Kor take some rekindling. We saw Arumi go with the Crone Salute, transforming all of Kor's characters into defenseless howlers. However, Kor now has 2 Kurs back. Oh, and Arumi's throw is for 7, so it doesn't trigger the rekindling there. It's Kor, plunging for 20. Arumi, with Bertrude, pops in. This triggers the rekindling, so it's 10 on the second life bar, which means now just about any score for Arumi would finish the job, although now Kor is theoretically capable of doing so as well, though it would need to be with Manly. Kurs will fall just short. They would need to do it in 2. Ooh, and a bit of an opening here for Arumi. Opts to throw. That throw is unblockable, and that's all he'll need. GG.
say they managed to avoid defeat. The rite is done.
Alright, let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
In chat, let us know if there's anything you want to see for the next one. Not seeing anything at the moment, though, so barring any last-minute requests, we'll just have these two take whatever they want to take.
The dissidents.
Okay, Nest of Trieste,
The Pyre hearts.
and no requests, so you are free to go with whatever you'd like.
Who shall conduct the rites?
And it's a Trieste's Plume harp there. A Prayer Beads Light, if you will. 50% chance of bringing the harp back after plunging, if they are flying when they do so, and if they are flying when they plunge, they also get an additional 5 damage. Does suggest that perhaps Harumi is looking to take Prayer Beads as well on a different exile. Not the Stowaway, though. She'll be a thrower. Or Lead with Snadra. Now it's Messenger Imp, so very defensive setup thus far for Core, whereas very offensive setup thus far for Rumi. And Rumi goes Titan Tooth on Deluge. Then Core continues with the defense there, going with a Sap, with the Numbing Gust, and the Quick Throwing Talisman. Big power cast there from Snadra, getting rid of 2 defenders, but gets banished by the 3rd. So here comes Tamitha. And she is fast. And she was flying when she made it in there, so that means 25 damage, and there's a 50% chance that Harumi will get her back, and he did. Here she is. Banishes Snadra, has the orb back, and flies in once again for 25. Again, 50% chance, and yes, it did proc. So once again, Harumi lucks out and has Tamitha here in this round, but she gets banished by Snadra. Here comes Deluge with Valiant Return, and his throw is good for 15. Snadra sneaks past and has not only 20 damage, but 10 leech as well. Tamitha flies in for another 25. 3 for 3. Yes, 3 for 3 for Harumi. Tamitha back for this round once again. Deluge. The throw looks a little short. Core has a dangerous portal, goes through it here with Snadra, and makes it in. Once again, 20 damage plus 10 leech. That brings Core back up to 30, which is significant, because otherwise Harumi was going to be able to trigger that rekindling if he were to score with Tamitha. Here she is, and she does it once again for 25. But this time, Harumi does not get it to proc, So that means he is without Tamitha here. For a second there, was making you wonder if, is it really 50%?
It has gone in.
Oh, and that was a slightly abbreviated throw there from Snadra. 13 damage and 7 leech. But she is back. Tamitha. Snadra gets rid of her. Deluge. Retreats. Back to the stowaway. Her throw is intercepted. Snadra back on the attack. And she makes it in. Another 20 damage, another 10 leech. Tamitha blocked. And this time banished. Free orb at the moment. Oh, and Core just quick enough to get the orb and pass it to his character who was hanging out next to the Pyre before Rumi was able to banish. Tamitha, ooh, for a second it looked like she might have had an opening, but Core had it covered. Now Core is without Messenger Imp here. No prayer beads on Messenger Imp, so out for this round. Manly, though, has the quick throws. Rumi able to intercept. Oh, and ever so close to plunging there. Deluge, his throw is unblockable. Oh, and it looked like it hit the mark, but it is seemingly on top of the Pyre. Snadra for Core. Waits to make the move. And that's all it takes. Core with the comeback. Rumi, I hate that leech.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
GG. Yeah, Snadra with a ton of leech over the course of that match. Or did you score every time with Snadra? Did you? Oh, you scored at least one with Messenger Imp.
Imp. Yeah, with the Imp, yeah. There were a couple times I would shoulder smash into the worm, but wouldn't die.
Huh. What did you take on your worm, Rumi?
It was Titan. It was Titan Tooth. I don't know why that is.
Oh, that is true. Technically, Shoulder Smash has some things where, is it supposed to only proc when you jump into someone, not when someone jumps into you, or is it the other way around? Sometimes you think that it'll trigger, but it actually doesn't for that reason. So that may be why. But other than that, chat, let us know if there's anything you want to see for the next one. But seeing nothing here, why don't we get this next one started? And we'll just have these two take whatever they want to take.
The dissidents shall now face the Pyre Hearts. Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
Rumi starts things off with a quick throwing stowaway. We saw Core use a quick throwing manly last time and 6 with him here. Then Titan Tooth on Tizo, not Webbed Lanthorn, notably. Core goes for an Exploding Deluge. Then, ooh, Web Lanthorn on Tamitha. You would think you'd see those talismans switched. Okay, and this time go with a second sap is Core. Full rekindling that time. And a random grand ceremony is perhaps fitting, given the sap presence here. Manly. Shields off one attack, and now it's Arumi on the counter. Has that quick throw from the stowaway for 18. Gets it before the sapling gets fully placed. But now it's Core on the counter, and that is the quick throwing sap. And yes, that throw is very quick indeed. Manly, banish this time. Deluge goes down, but he does explode in the process. Orb remains unclaimed, relatively close to Rumi's Pyre, so Core scoops it up and plunges for 15. Rumi, vanished. Core sidesteps the cast, does not have Deluge after having plunged with him. So Core will need to find a way to generate some offense out of these saps here, and as we saw, has a very quick throw on Manly, but speaking of very quick throws, the Stowaway has one of those as well. Manly. Can't avoid Tamitha there. Oh, big cast there from the Stowaway. She goes down. Oh, and Seize Chance is active. That means Deluge can score for 25 on that throw. Stowaway goes straight in for 20. Now, I believe she had the throwing talisman, not prayer beads, correct. So she is out for this round, that means. And that means right now, Rumi is defenseless here. So plenty of time for Core. Throws it in for 15. Stowaway. Falls short there, and Core may only need one more score here. Manly. Avoids banishment there. But Arumi gets the orb back. Stowaway can't get any further. Tamitha, ooh, nearly made some space for herself. But Manly cleans things up for Core. And Deluge comes back with Valiant Return, and the throw is good for 14, which means that, yes, just about anything for Core would finish it. So Arumi running out of time here. There's the quick throw! And it finishes the job.
16.
The scribes themselves surely have taken note.
GG.
The ceremony is complete.
Alright, let's head on back. And let us know, chat, if there's anything you want to see for the next one. Oh goodness, Nor says, is it time for utter madness? I don't know. Is it? Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Here I was thinking you just meant you were going to turn customize off. No, no, no. Honor went much, much further than that. Break out your log, champs. That is a Falcon Ron right there. Honor, hold on. You can't just break out Falcon Ron. You can't just break out Falcon Ron and expect to watch this thing from the sidelines. Get in here, Honor. Get in here, Honor. Can't I? No. You're gonna instill that kind of chaos? You need to be in on the action. And then Honor turns customize off. Oh man, the maximum of chaos. Let's see. Can we find a way to get Honor in here? Or do we wait, perhaps until either Core or Rumi is looking to swap out, and then we'll get Honor in, and we'll just contain the madness that is Falcon Ron for a minute, and then unleash it on the world once we're ready.
I'm good to swap out.
All right. Core is willing to swap out. So in that case, well, thank you for stopping by today, Core. Pleasure to have you as always.
Yeah, that's fun. Good games.
Good games. Let's get Honor in here. Hold on, because we got the Falcon Ronness. We got the Falcon Ronness to set up here. So, Honor, I would ask you which triumvirate you are going to be, but then again, the answer is really just Falcon Ron, right? Rumi, you feel like you haven't played Honor in a while? Awesome. Be back in a second? Okay, give me a second here to see. Not sure if Tariq Bot is going to be smart enough to do this, but I'm going to try. No! Alright. I'm afraid Treatbot might not be smart enough to do this. So we may just need to settle. For dirty deal. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and did I send you the invite yet, Honor? I should do that too. There we go. Okay. And Honor, do you want to be the Nightwings? Would you rather be the Tempers today? And as we know, for this upcoming match at least, you are obviously Team Falcon Ron. Nightwings, okay. It does appear as though perhaps you have disconnected. Maybe the power of Falcon Ron was just a little bit too strong. Oh, that's a Rumi. Okay, Pyre went wonky. Okay, I can do that. All right, of course, we turn to customize off, so that means fully randomized teams. To do a quick double check here, I assume, Anor, that our mouse keyboard controls are correct, but just to be certain. Okay. Oh, no, not reset. That's okay. That's okay. Anor has become a CPU. I have found the least... Oh, the Rumi's Nightwings. That's why it won't let me put an Nora on Nightwings. I'm like, why can I not put an Nora on Nightwings? Okay. And customize off. Yep. There we go. All right. So, without further ado, let the Falcon Ron madness ensue. Alright, so randomized teams, we see a Rumi with a Worm, a Crone, and a Cur. Anor gets a Demon, and 2 Nomads. Here is Anor. Blocked. Gets rid of 1 Defender, but then goes down. A Rumi going around the other way with Bertrude. Gets Shoulder Smash, though. Oh, and somebody has the Moon Drop generation. Oh, somebody have a Cursed Talisman as well. Anor, one of Anor's characters here, has turned into a Howler, it would appear. Anor with an opportunity here. Oh, but a Rumi with a double banishment. And a Rumi perhaps with an opportunity here. No one back to defend. Anor about to get someone back, not quickly enough, but yes, she does have Blackheart on one of her Nomads, I believe. I think it's Lendl. Quick throw from a Rumi for 13. Anor defends successfully, gets rid of 2, make it 3 of Harumi's defenders there. Harumi does have Valiant Return. And Anor able to plunge here for 30 with her Demon. But no Prayer Beads on Vizpaleth, so she's gone for this round. Lendl. Oh, and he's in for 20. No Prayer Beads for him. He's the one that we think has... Well, oh no, that was actually Snadra who plunged. Vizpaleth. Banished. Time for Rumi, perhaps, to charge up this throw. The Fairy Spirit procs at the very end there. Beautiful thing. Oh, and quick series of scores there from Arumi. Nor back with the orb now. Knocking back defenders. Can't make it in just yet. Still has it with Vizpaleth here, though. Vizpaleth somehow eventually does make it in there. And now Anor may only need 1 more score here. Rumi with the quick throw. Oh, and that was significant. 7 damage means even with a Crone score, that still would not be enough. Rumi tries to go Crone salute. No, does not appear as though he has it. And here's what I mean. Anor down to 1 Pyre life. Running out of time, of course. It is possible. It is possible somebody may have Rekindling here. There is the right light. But Anor... Arumi on the counter. Opportunity, the throw is wide. Oh, but he follows up, catches his own throw, and plunges for the win. GG.
I thought for certain they would not. The rite is ended.
There was definitely a bottled void in there somewhere. I'm not sure who had it on which exile, but it was there.
Until the next rite.
Hey, what's up, iRotor? You just caught the end, or may have just missed, a Falcon Ron match, customized, turned off, and all. But let us reset ourselves a bit here. Let me take the Falcon Ron off of the Norse side. There we go. Oh, it was on the worm, and yeah, with Valiant Return, there's some interesting possibilities with that Ball and Void. Should have done it earlier. Nice. Alright, well, chat, let us know if there's anything you want to see for the next one. Obviously, hard to do more than turn Customize off and turn Falcon Ron on, but I'm sure anything will do. I'm seeing chat. Are you guys not seeing chat for some reason? Okay, no worries, no worries. Yeah, hopefully it's working fine on your end. It appears to be working fine on my end, so for whatever reason you guys aren't seeing chat, I recommend you just refresh the stream. But not seeing any requests here. So why don't we just have these two face off, taking whatever they want to take?
The dissidents shall take
Alright, it's the
on
Glade of Lu,
the Night Wings. Welcome.
and no requests, so take whatever you want here.
Conduct the rites.
And it's a quick throwing Udmilda in the first spot there for Rumi. And Anor goes with a ninja stowaway. Then it's Web Lanthorn Jodariel in the second spot there for Rumi. And the second Savage for Nor, we've seen her, as of late, do a lot of this. Taking the Legendary Savage Talisman, one that we oftentimes hear people be rather critical of. Don't see people take it too often outside of when they are explicitly requested to do so. But Nor has done it as of late, and this could be a good arena to do it. It bounces the cast unpredictably off of obstacles, and of course, Blade of Lu has a lot of obstacles. And finishes with the Web Lanthorn in. And here we go. Teleports to the orb, and Anor throws it in for 20. That'll make the arena smaller. Arumi here. But Udmilda gets banished. As does Ulmer. Udmilda again. No time to charge up the throw. Stowaway's blocked. Gets it back. Throw is intercepted. Arumi on the counter with Deluge. Can't avoid Tizo, though. Ulmer. Bit of a standoff here. Oh, and an Anor's throw. It's just enough. Or, yeah, just enough on it for 20. Arumi. Udmilda. Banished. Stowaway. Somehow avoided banishment for a second there, but she does go down now, and now here comes Vorfrit. Or rather, Udmilda, but she is banished here. Arumi trying to chase down the last of Anor's exiles, but then, of course, the Stowaway comes back. Has it here. Udmilda again. The throw does get off, but it doesn't have quite enough on it. Anor back at it with the Stowaway. Another 20 damage here. Anor teleports to the orb, and that sets up another 20 damage throw with the Stowaway. And one more of those may be all she needs here. Here comes the Stowaway. Can't quite make it in this time. Now it's Ulmer trying to cause some trouble. Udmilda does get that throw off for 30. Oh, and there is Arumi's Crone Salute, turning all of Anor's characters into defenseless howlers, giving him what is more or less an automatic 30 points here. So that makes this close, but of course, that's all Anor needs. So she'll finish the job.
Wings prevail. Their fire burns, whilst that of their adversaries is but ash.
GG.
The rite is complete.
All right, let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
And let us know if there's anything you want to see for the next one. Hey, Scary Jack, how's it going? How are you? Doing all right, good to see you. So yeah, let us know, chat, if you want to see anything else between Arumi and Anor. Arumi is choosing exiles. Now, Arumi, bear in mind, well, with you being a participant here, nothing that outright inherently favors you in the match. But if it's all imps for both of you, then that's fine. That affects you both equally. And Anor seems to approve of this request. Flutterfly, okay, okay. And we had an arena request in there, yeah. I assume that was part of the whole all imps, so Isle of Kalamer. Alright. In that case, let's do it.
The dissidents versus the Night Winds.
Alright, so this used to be one of, if not possibly even our most common requests. All imps, oftentimes Isle of Kalamer. Feels like it's been a little while, though. So, of course, we know both players will have the same exiles. The key differentiation will come from their masteries and their talismans. So, of course, imps tend to be best defensively, but on a team full of imps and only imps, will these two find a way to carve out a bit more of an offensive niche?
Messenger imp.
Vengeful Vow on that imp. Interesting.
Exile.
Then larger aura for Raji. And Rumi's Raji takes Web Lanthorn. Last one for Nor's Messenger Imp. And does take the extra damage on him. Ruby says, gotta go out with a bang. Alright, quick throws on that more offensive Messenger Imp for Nor. So here we go, all imps, Isle of Kalamer. That's a dangerous portal that Nor has there. That is oftentimes one of the best sources of offense from those imps. Oh, and Ruby actually made it so that he could transform into a Howler. You don't see that one too often. And there is Nor, yes, scoring with her preferred imp. Remember, she took the extra damage on Messenger Imp and took the quick throws. So that could be a key difference maker for Nor if she can make a point of scoring regularly with that character. Harumi now. No time to throw it. Nor eyeing the portal. And has time and space to make it through there for 25. Now, that is once again her preferred scoring imp because it has more damage but does not have prayer beads. That means that now Messenger Imp, or rather, it's Raji, I should say, is gone for Nor for this round. And time now for Rumi. And Rumi did take extra damage on that imp, so once again, good presence of mind to make sure to score with the offensive imp. Oh, and Nor, no one back to stop her. Both players consistently scoring with the right imp. And it is a key difference maker here because it means that is the difference between Nor being able to finish the job with one score here and not being able to do that. So if she is able to do so right here, right now, then it could be the end. And that it is. GG.
The Night Wings prevail. Most excellently done this time, I must admit. The rite is done.
No worries, Arumi. Rather surprised at having just prevailed. Well done, Messenger Imp. Well done.
Until the next rite.
Thanks for the games, Arumi. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, and with that, that means we are looking for someone to swap in for Arumi. So is there anyone in chat who would like to do so? Yeah, good to have you back, Arumi. And Anor, just to check in with you, I know we just added you in fairly recently, but you're good to stick around? You're good? Okay, awesome. So yeah, that means we're looking for one more person to jump in here to face off against Anor. So is there anyone in chat interested and available in doing so? Oh, once again, we've got some people throwing gauntlets around. Anor is challenging Iroder. Iroder, do you accept this challenge? Or has Iroder fled the scene of the crime? I don't know, we saw him recently. I don't know if he has left since then. No worries. I'm falling asleep, but let's try. Alright, then let me send you a request here, or an invite, I should say. Yeah, if you don't want to, no worries. No worries. You aren't required to do so.
I can do it. I'm not going to stay for long. but
Okay,
just-
that's fine. Don't worry about it. Sure, you just pop in for a few matches. That's fine. Alright. Invite sent, and I assume withdrawn for you?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Alright, so, chat, let us know if there's anything you want to see between Iroder and Anor, a classic matchup. Then again, of course, this is Iroder's first match, at least of RITE NITE today, so perhaps we give him a chance to warm up. Then again, we have not done much in the way of giving people the chance to warm up today. No, in fact, we've done, if anything, a bit of the opposite, throwing as chaotic of a matchup as we possibly can. Alright, grand ceremony. So we've got a song. Will that be all? Will that be all? It appears as though it may. So, in that case, let's get this started up. Hear the water. I think it's the Fall of Solium, though. It is. Okay.
Shall confront the Night Wings. Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
Alright, now Rotor leads off with an all left side, so that includes Harp Salute, switching places with his closest ally, Pamitha, with Prayer Bead, so we can, of course, plunge and come back after doing so. Then Anor leads off with Web Lanthorn Tizo. Then Iroder, rather than going with the meta Banishing Throws demons, goes with a speedy option on Vids. But Anor goes the meta demon approach, Banishing Quick Throws. Then it's a quick throwing stowaway for Iroder in the last spot. Then last one for Nor is a power casting Headwind. Alright, here we go. Nor banishes with Tizo, then gets banished. Through the portal she goes. And momentarily gets the orb, but Iroder banishes Jody. Iroder with Vids. She goes down.
Tis taken.
Ooh, and That is a devious stowaway there for my rotor, causing some trouble. That was the last of Honor's exiles. My rotor switches into the stowaway, but she gets banished. Jody. Oh, was about to go through that portal, but Iroder saw it coming, was able to banish her, and then plunges with his harp for 20. Iroder first the orb here, but the stowaway goes down. Edwin. Jody. Jody is banished. Izo versus Vizpaleth. It's Vizpaleth now. And, ooh, very close to finding a way in. Jody banishes one defender. Doesn't have any others here, so yes, pick up that orb and throw it in for the full 30. We did, I believe, see Iroder take some additional starting Pyre life, so still at 105 now, even after that score. And the throw from the stowaway makes it in, even after she gets banished. Iroder switches into Vizpaleth, but gets blocked. Jody for Nor. Thinking about the portal, but Iroder saw it coming, and Anor perhaps thought better of it. Oh, and Anor tries to go through that portal, but Iroder still had it covered. Now it's Jody. And now the portal is available, and that gives Jody infinite stamina, and that is a scary sight, those speedy infinite stamina demons. Not enough for Jody to make it in here, though. Iroder on the counter, and Anor is able to intercept. Now it's her with Tizo. He's banished, but sets up a new portal for her. Vizpaleth. Over to Pamitha. Tries to get some stamina back, and has enough stamina to make it in here for the 20-point plunge. Stowaway first the orb, but her throw is intercepted. Now it's Tizo for Nor. Sets up a portal. Edwin goes through and shoulder smashes. Gets the orb back. And makes it in here for 20. Pamitha. Vizpaleth. Vizpaleth. No one to stop her. So she'll plunge for 30, and that drops Nor down to 10. So Iroder looking at maybe just one more score. Maybe all he needs here, and that could have been it. But Pamitha falls just short. But now, suddenly a bit of a reversal here. Has no one back to defend, but Anor realizes probably not going to have enough time, so sets up the portal to give Jodariel infinite stamina, and then tries to speed forward with her, but Iroder able to stop that. His attack is thwarted. Anor again, this time with Hedwyn. Hedwyn makes it in for 20. But no prayer beads for him. That means Anor is down one player. And all Iroder needs is one score here, and there it is.
GG.
The withdrawal prevail.
GG.
They do deserve their freedom after all. The rite is ended.
Alright, let's head on back. And let us know, chat, if there's anything you'd like to see for the next one. If nothing else, we'll just reset our song here. And not seeing anything else, so in that case, let's get the next one started.
withdrawn shall now
Okay,
face
it is Glade of Lou.
Night Wings. Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
Iroder goes with a power casting Headwind in the first spot. Whereas Nor goes with a plunging Stowaway. Next, it's a Scribe Rock Snadra. Then we actually haven't seen a Nor. Oh, use Volfred that much today. That is not the usual Volfred setup, mind you. At least not for a Nor. No Numbing Gust this time. Not the usual Palmas setup for my Rotor either. Usually see him go with the full Rekindling. And it's a larger aura on Headwind in the last spot there for Nor. So here we go. Some similarities between these two. I think their saps are almost, if not identical. And Headwind on Nor's side is, I believe, possibly identical to one of the Nomads on Iroder's side. But speaking of, that was Headwind plunging there for 20 for Nor to get things started. Now, Volfred still has Nutrition Stick. That much has not changed. Trying to line up the throw here. And gets 10 from it. Shielded off by Rotor. Snadra. Trying to avoid Headwind, but cannot do so. Now it's Iroder's Headwind, though. He's banished. Nor with the Stowaway. She gets Shoulder Smash, though. And perhaps a bit of a safe zone there for... Oh, wow. I was going to say, for Volfred, he nearly threw it in from quite a long ways out, though. But he does get banished, and Nor defenseless here. So time for Iroder to throw this one in with his sap for 25. Stowaway, blocked. Banishes some defenders, but gets banished herself. And that is going to be a difficult orb for anyone to take at its current positioning. Oh, and everyone banished suddenly for Nor. And Rotor gets the orb quickly enough. Yes, he can. Plunges for 20, and I think we might have seen 10 leech there as well. Nor looking for the quick counter with the Stowaway, but it's thwarted. Headwind. Oh, makes room somehow. Even with defenders there. So sets up the 20 damage plunge. Nor successfully defending here. Needs to be mindful of those big power casts. Stowaway banished. That's Volfred banished. Now time for Iroder, as there's no one to stop him here. So yes, 20 damage plus 10 leech. Stowaway for Nor is blocked. Now Iroder on the attack. The sap throw is intercepted. Stowaway close to Iroder's Pyre, but she can't make it in. Once again, the sap throw this time does make it in for 17, which means that one more score, and Iroder could potentially trigger Anora's Rekindling here. Of course, both players have 10 rekindling. I believe that was a double shoulder smash there. Stowaway. Ends up in the opposing sapling. Headwind. Somehow avoids the same fate, but does get shoulder smashed. An Ore defenseless here, the orb right in front of her Pyre. But she gets Headwind back just in time. Headwind to the Stowaway. Stowaway makes it in here for 20 damage. And she did have Prayer Beads, so she is coming back here. Here she is. Not a lot of space to work with. Though for a second there, it looked like the Stowaway had found it. Maneuverability there for my Rotor. Oh, the quick throw, though, is not enough to trigger the rekindling there. So my Rotor's still looking for one more score before he can do that. Headwind. Blocked. Now banished. Snadra. Sapling takes her out. Headwind. Shoulder smashes the defender. Oh, but his momentum just barely takes him into the sapling there. For a second there, it looked like the Stowaway shoulder smashed Snadra. No, other way around. As we would expect. Headwind for Iroder this time. And he shoulder smashes the defender. Headwind for an Ore. He goes down. Now the Stowaway walks into that power cast. Wolfred gets the orb back. Stowaway goes the direct route, but she's blocked and banished. That leaves just Headwind to defend against Iroder's potentially three-pronged attack. Snadra now. Past one defender. Oh, and was on top of the Pyre there. But didn't have the orb when she was. Headwind to the Stowaway. Stowaway goes down. Back to Headwind then. He makes it in for 20. That drops Iroder down to 30. Still think it will take an Ore at a minimum 2 scores to trigger Iroder's rekindling. Wolfred. Ooh, can't get the throw off in time. And an Ore without Headwind is defenseless here. So that will trigger her rekindling. It is 10. As we were saying, both players, I believe, have 10. That means next score from Iroder could potentially be the winning score. Whereas an Ore has yet to trigger that rekindling on Iroder's Pyre. Iroder with Palmas. Palmas is banished. Just Headwind for an Ore, and that power cast nearly takes him out. Ore just trying to bide some time. Enough to get some teammates back, and does have some now. It's the Stowaway. Oh, and she goes down before she can do anything with the orb in that dangerous position. Time now for Iroder. Snadra. She's banished. Headwind goes down. Stowaway. Her turn. Iroder causing trouble with those power casts from Headwind. Stowaway trying to hide within the safety of the sapling, but here comes Wolfred. Can't get the throw off in time. Just Headwind to defend. He goes down. That means just the Stowaway. She gets shoulder smashed. No one to stop Snadra here. Oh, but Wolfred comes back just in time. That is a difficult orb for either player to take, and Nora will try to inch forward to see if she can nab it. Or teleport to it, but is unsuccessful in that sense. Hits it the old-fashioned way, though. Oh, and a series of power casts. And Iroder trying to lay siege on an Ore's Pyre. Stowaway. Banished. Snadra. Now Headwind. He goes down. Stowaway for Anor. Gets shoulder smashed. Snadra goes down. Edwin banished as well. Anor with Volfred here. And gives it to the Stowaway. Not a lot of space to work with though. She goes down. Edwin. He shoulder smashes one defender, but still gets banished. Stowaway. Can she find the space? Not this time. Oh, look at that. Iroda was keeping Snadra close to the opposing Pyre, but still unable to make it through here. Both players strong defensively. But can someone find a way to squeeze out a little bit of offense here? Of course, Iroda just needs one. Anor would need at least two to trigger that rekindling. So perhaps the reason for both players' defensive mindedness here. Attack there from Iroda, and oh, did not lose Headwind for a second there. That was dangerous. Speaking of Headwind, Anor hanging back with him. Stowaway now on the attack. Oh, and she does find a way in for 20. That means now one more score, and Anor may be able to trigger that rekindling, but of course, Iroda does still have that, whereas Anor is onto her second life bar. Stowaway for Anor. Not this time. Snadra. Can she find a way through? Not this time. Edwin. He's blocked and banished. Volfred to the Stowaway. Stowaway finds a corner of space, but no, she goes down. That means Headwind for Anor. But he's banished. Stowaway. For a second there, it looked like she found the tiniest little patch of free space. But there's not a lot of real estate for either player to be working with here. Stowaway looked like she might have found some, but was not so lucky. Volfred to Headwind, back to Volfred, back to Headwind. Headwind down. Stowaway's turn. She gets banished. Oh, and Snadra with an opportunity here. No one to stop her. And there is the winning score. GG.
The victory so narrowly achieved, and thus more glorious. The right is
Well played, both of you. Alright. Well, let's head on back.
until the next right.
I might fail a head guardian shield. Wanna compliment?
The quota is fulfilled.
Some advanced Guardian Shield plays for sure. Well, chat, let us know if there's anything you'd like to see for this next one.
I'm doing like 2 or 3 more.
Okay, 2 or 3 more for Iroda. Anor, how are you feeling? Of course, you're welcome to stick around as long as you like.
I'm fine for a few more.
Fine for a few more? Alright. Alright, not seeing any other requests from chat at the moment. Perhaps they're just thinking, I don't know how to improve upon what we just saw. So, let's jump back in. I hear water.
The withdrawn
And this time,
versus
it's the boat.
the Night Wings. Welcome.
Alright, so, no requests.
The right.
They can take whatever they want. And I like how Iroda is starting things off here. Speedy Bizpaleth. And I like Anor's response as well. That is a Leeching Ignarius. Then a Titan Tooth Jody in the second spot there for Iroda. She will stun anyone that she jumps into. There's a speedy Jody for Anor. Brazen Manor, 50% leech Ignarius. You'll love to see it. Then Anor goes with the Lanthorn on Vids. So here we go, a voluntary. Oh my goodness, triple demon. You see how far Anor's demon jumped. It's Ironer plunging here. But oh man, that was some crazy airtime from Anor. Brazen Manor is active for Ironer and makes it in with that Brazen Manor for 40 damage. Ironer once again, this time blocked. Banishes one defender though. It's Anor on the attack here. The Titan Tooth triggers though. That stuns Anor and gives Ironer time to charge up a throw and get this one in for the full 30. Anor first to the orb here. But she gets banished, as does one of Ironer's demons, and everybody activates their Brazen Manors. Okay. It's that kind of party. Here comes Ironer. And yes, does plunge with Brazen Manor active. That means 40 damage, and that means next score for Ironer may be all that he needs here. Here he comes, and makes it in for the winning plunge.
The withdrawn prevail. Their pyre yet burns with vigor and
GG.
resolve.
4 demons or
The
something
right
else.
is done.
Well, maybe it was humbling Anor, but then again, I do believe that Nike is looking to sign... Who was it? Was it Jodariel? Or was it Ignarius to a large marketing contract?
Do they have a new Hofline?
Exactly. Exactly. They'll be in contact with Iggy's agent about getting a new hoofline up and running. Cam, you just missed. Well, it was all demons on the boat. And a relatively quick one at that. Although at the very beginning we saw just an absolute cannon that Ignarius got launched out of. Jumped seemingly more than the full length of the arena. But how's it going, Cam? How are you? And let us know, chat, of course, if there's anything you want to see for the next one. That was, of course, a random boat and a voluntary triple demon on both sides. It's funny because I saw Ironer take the demon in the first spot, and then it switched over to Anor, and I could just tell the gears were turning like, does that mean Ironer is going to go triple demon? Do I go triple demon here? But good to see both players
it's not like
went that
triple
route.
demon is bad on the book, so it's not like it's a huge disadvantage to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, why not at least lead off with one? On the book? The boat, yes. I don't know about the book.
But in the book, they're also not bad.
I mean, it's really small, so it's kind of like the maybe to a lesser extent, kind of like the Glade of Lu, where you just don't have a lot of room to work around in, but with those huge auras, you can bully people around a bit. Alright, not seeing any requests here, though, so in that case, why don't we just jump into the next one? It is always fun. Oh, I hear water again. Okay, this time it's Fallisolium, though. Not the boat. Not a random boat 2 times in a row.
Who shall conduct?
And no requests, so you can take whatever you want here. Whatever you would like. So Iroder leads off with Gilman. And Anor goes with Rookie. Then it's Webb, Lanthorn, Raji in the second spot there for Iroder. And we're going with a Speedy Tamitha with Fell Swoop in the second spot. Then here's the Quick Throwing, Banishing Throws, Meta Vizpaleth for Iroder.
I'm not quite sure for how long you will call him or her still meta. Because
I don't know.
It's probably not that has not been the case for quite a while.
You think? I mean, at least as demons go, I think it's still the most popular. It was never meant to be meta on the whole as much as it was just that it was always the go-to demon setup. And I think in many ways, that setup was defined by Orlek, and then people just started to use that same methodology for their other demons. But we don't see too much Orlek these days. But anyways, here comes Iroder. Blocked. And banished. Tamitha. Also blocked. And banished. Vizpaleth. Banishes 1. Banishes 2. But an orb gets the orb back here. Not for long. Iroder gets it back. And throws it in for 30. Gilman. He goes down. As does Rookie. Anor locks down the orb with a sapling. Anor now with Tamitha. She's blocked. Rookie, or rather, Gilman. Now Rookie. Wolfred to Tamitha. Tamitha with lots of time here. Wolfred moving in on one side. Tamitha on the other. Who will it be? Not Wolfred. Tamitha's turn. But she gets banished. That means just Rookie back to defend at the moment. That is not his strength, and what? Did Iroder have a portal there the whole time, and I didn't see it? Iroder with Gilman. His throw is unblockable, and it hits for 11. And that means Iroder is theoretically capable of triggering that rekindling if he is to score with Vizpaleth. Anyone else would need 2 scores. That, of course, includes Gilman. North Rookie. Waiting to get the stamina back, and gets just enough to start that triple jump, but it is not enough to avoid the defenders. Here is Vizpaleth. continuing to banish the defenders, and there is the rekindling triggered. That means Nor back onto her second life bar now, and next score for iRotor could be the winning score in that case. Nor with Rookie, trying to find a way through. Snakes around the other side of the pyre, but iRotor able to cover. Here comes Gilman, but he's blocked. Gets rid of one defender, though. He's still over there. But Nor now on the attack. And Nor, good presence of mind. Saw that Gilman was still there, was still dangerous. Fulfred. Ooh, just barely avoids banishment there, but isn't quick enough to get the throw off. iRotor sets up a dangerous portal there. Does have Numbing Gust active here, so cannot sprint, jump, or throw. But the portal takes him close, and Nor has it covered. Tamitha, suddenly by herself, but that doesn't stop her from plunging here for 20. And no prayer beads for her. So that means Anor is down Tamitha for this round. That leaves just Fulfred at the moment. He avoids banishment and gets rid of his Paleth. Has Rookie back now. Here he comes. He's banished. Does Fulfred. And Anor plunges with him for 25. Of course, he has a Nutrition Stick. Not Prayer Beats. That means Fulfred is out for this round. That leaves just Tamitha for Nor at the moment. Now has Rookie back. Tamitha down, so that means just Rookie. Oh, and he gets banished here. So Nor defenseless right now. Triggers Numbing Gust. Tamitha returns. But she gets banished. Rookie able to get rid of Gilman, though. Rookie trying to speed past one defender. Does so. The second defender, though, blocks him. But Rookie gets it back here, but is quickly banished after that. Tamitha returns for Nor. Gets the orb back. And pushes her way in for 20 damage here. Rookie, once again, Tamitha, no prayer beads, so she's out for this round. Rookie nearly makes it in, but he's blocked and banished. That means just Fulfred to defend. He has it back now. Gives it to Rookie. Back to Fulfred. Fulfred on the bottom, Rookie attacking from the top. Rookie banished. Fulfred sets up the sapling and retreats into a defensive position, although there is the winning score.
The withdrawn prevailed. They brushed aside their adversaries without too much trouble.
GG.
The ceremony is complete.
Yeah, Nor started to make the comeback there. But iRotor takes it.
Until the next rite.
I can do one more.
All right. iRotor
And
says
why
one
don't
more
we
for
do
him.
it- Why don't we do this then?
Oh, okay. Okay. iRotor says, why not finish in style, turn and customize off?
Hey, did we want to do something else or not? Ah, okay.
All right, of course, we can still do the arena. We can still do a song. So there are still a couple options if people are interested in that. But of course, exiles, masteries, and talismans are all rolled into turn and customize off.
Yeah, it's a somewhat bad arena. I think it's not that bad if you have the timing down when to jump with the curve. You just jump right in front of the orb and then use a triple jump. You have some range, but otherwise, like, it's pretty rough. Also to the demon, I think like the crushing heal and during flame setup is more common nowadays than the celestial spike one.
It is starting to become more. It is at least starting to become more popular than it used to be, for sure. I don't know if it's more popular than the quote-unquote meta setup of Celestial Spike, Star Splinter. I mean, I'm not sure that anything can dethrone that until something reaches the same amount of dominance that Orlek wielding that setup had.
I mean, Orlek not wielding that setup had a similar dominance, right?
I mean, that was usually the go-to, though, with Orlek. So he was just a one-man wrecking machine when he had that going for him. Originally, that was the first ban for the tournaments, was specifically that setup. Theoretically, you were allowed to use Orlek with talismans other than the quick-throwing talisman. Then we said, for the most recent one, just get rid of Orlek altogether. Aqua has returned. How are you, Aqua? Good to see you. Turning on the sermon intro. Greetings indeed. Greetings to you as well. Alright, well, this will be our last one between iRotor and Anor, because iRotor's looking to swap out after this, so if anyone in chat is interested in hopping in after this, then of course, let us know. We'll be looking for someone else to swap in. But without further ado, with Customize turned off, let us begin. Oh, it's at the pit? Okay. Okay. iRotor's home arena, for what it's worth.
We soon shall see who is the most deserving.
And more memes. Now, will you get a meme setup? That remains to be seen. iRotor has a cur, a savage, and a crone. Anor, a crone, a worm, and a demon. So here we go. Oh, that demon is Orlek for Anor, mind you. And that is iRotor plunging first here for 20. With his Rookie, who does not have prayer beat, so he's out, but oh, Anor counters there with a 28 damage Kerfang Crone Plunge. You don't see that very often. Oh, and Orlek nearly shreds through the entire team there, but that's why. It's Stubborn Flame. Okay, so yes, iRotor does have Stubborn Flame on his Vorfrit. That's why. That means whenever Anor is in the lead, Anor will deal 10 less damage to iRotor's Pyre. Now, no one on Anor's side to defend at the moment. That is something that is likely to happen when one of your 3 exiles is Orlek, so that means plenty of time here for iRotor to throw it in for 30. But now Anor back to full strength. iRotor, oh, got bounced a little bit with Rookie, but bounced back and into the Pyre. Anor, oh, steps away from making it into the Pyre there. Oh, Fairy Spirit for, I believe that was Vorfrit on iRotor's side. And no prayer beads for Rookie. That means that iRotor is down 1 cur, and at the moment just has Gareth back to defend. That is not really his strong suit. But he is able to do so. Has the orb back now. And makes it in for 20 damage. Anor, banished. Actually, that's Vorfrit on both sides. Of course, it looks like Udmilda for iRotor, and it looks like Bertrud for Anor, but no, it is double Vorfrit. Here's Orlek. And he makes it in. He has Astral Eye. Even less hope. He has negative hope, but extra damage. And no prayer beads, of course, that means, so he's out for this round. Explosive Temper on Rookie. So that means at least somewhat right-sided.
'Twas but a little splash. Now then.
Anor banished with Forfeit. Orlek, oh, Anor checking to see if she has Brazen Manner. Doesn't look like she does. Don't think I saw it activate there. And Orlek down, that is painful. Now, of course, Anor does have a worm, so she may actually have a way to get Orlek back if he gets banished. Depending on what her masteries are on that worm. Oh, Anor goes to the wall bouncing jump. You have to appreciate the effort. Not successful this time, though. iRotor might have been going for the same thing there. think we just saw C's chance on Deluge for Anor, okay. Orlek banishes one defender and hops over the other. Stubborn Flame is active here.
Now end the ceremony.
Rookie
I mean, it was Among Us.
goes to the throw off the wall. Moondrop for forfeit. Ball bouncing jump. Almost.
Okay, I do have the speed, but it has to be very far.
Oh, and Anor has the Crone Salute.
One triumvirate stands on
That means no one back to defend her right now and try to bounce off the wall, but can't get the angle right. And Iroder is now back to both characters no longer being Howlers. And either player, theoretically, is capable of finishing this with one score. Both players trying to finish in style, of course, by bouncing off the wall and into the pyre. Anor unable to do so here, though. Orlek, oh, he looked like he had the right trajectory there. But he did get blocked. And now banished. Gareth, his throw, not quite. Forfeit. For Anor. Oh, she's banished, but does get, well, Deluge back with a valiant return. Off the wall and in for the winning score.
the withdrawn prevail.
There it is.
Although their adversaries
Thanks
put
for the
up
ride.
quite an effort,
Thank you too.
thus end this night's proceedings.
Well played, you two, and thanks for stopping by, Iroder.
Until the stars align.
Alright, so, and just to check in with you, Anor, are you good to stick around? You want to swap out as well? How are you feeling?
I'm good for like 2 or 3 rides.
2 or 3? Okay. So, in that case, chat, we're looking for one more person to jump in here to go against Anor. Is there anyone who would be interested in doing so? Scary Jack. Awesome. And then Aqua with a talisman request. Okay, let me get Scary Jack in here real quick. Alright, invite sent to you, Scary Jack. The talisman request is bottled void for both players. And Scary Jack, remind me, which triumvirate would you like to be? Oh, did we have Iroder listed as the distance that entire time? Oops. I mean, we can keep you on the withdrawn if you'd like. If you don't mind either way, but up to you.
Say again?
What triumvirate would you like to be?
Oh, yeah, withdrawn's fine.
Withdrawn's fine? Okay. There we go. Okay, let's turn customize back on, unless, of course, that's something we want to see, in which case let us know, chat. But right now, it looks like it's just... Oh, and Scary Jack, remind me, are you a mouse keyboard person, or are you a controller person?
I am a mouse and keyboard player, yeah.
Oh, no!
I have a controller I can plug in, I just don't know the binds.
So, unfortunately... oh, no. Unfortunately, Pyre is incapable of having 2 mouse keyboard people play against each other because it doesn't know who's player 1 and who's player 2 in that case. So it does mean somebody is, unfortunately, gonna need to break out the controller here, if that is possible.
Yeah, I've got one just laying right next to my desk.
Okay,
I'll plug it in.
Anor says she can try to break one out as well. I mean, if both of you are usually keyboard mouse people, then, I mean, we could perhaps throw the same handicap at both of you and say, why don't you both try to do controller this time round? And is this you, Scary Jack, moving that cursor around?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're still player one. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, Nora, I leave that up to you if you would like to. Up to you if you would like to also go with a controller here. I know obviously that is usually not your go-to. Give you a minute? Okay, no worries, no worries. In that case, chat, let us know if there's anything else you want to see for this next one. I'll turn Sermon Intro off, but we had said Bottled Void as a talisman for both people. Just need to bring it? Okay, no worries, no worries. And it sounds like we might want to, once we get a Nor back, we'll take a look at the key bindings for the controller, because, well, got two mouse keyboard people using controller, and we shall see. Throwing a new kind of challenge at them this time in that way. But how's it going, Scary Jack? How you been?
I've been good.
Nice, nice. Let's see. Oh, and well, this is gonna, since I'm opening up the controls with a mouse, it is giving us the mouse keyboard controls. Wait for Nora to get back. And I think I just saw, yeah. Alright, and Nora, just to double check, if you hit your bumpers on your controller, does it change your triumvirate? Yeah, okay, perfect. So, good. Got you in as player 2. If one of you wants to open up the controls with your controller, just to see what that gives you. So I think this is the defaults. So again, both of these players are usually keyboard mouse people, but we are throwing them both in on controller because Pyre is not able to do two keyboard mouse people against each other simultaneously. So we shall see. Don't know what to expect here, but we'll give it a shot. Alright, so both of you feeling as ready as you can be using a controller at the very least?
You know it.
Alright, let's do it then. Okay, so it's the Spring of Jomir, and the only request is that somebody must have Bottled Void. That's the only request. Other than that, it is up to you. So whatever exiles you want, whatever masteries you want, but one of your talismans, just one of your talismans, needs to be Bottled Void. And it's the one in the top right corner. Alright, but Scary Jack leads off with a triple hoppin' Fair Beads Cur. No worries, Nora. So here is the Bottled Void for Nora. She's taking it on Tizo. So of course, as a reminder, Bottled Void means that when someone comes back from banishment, they will suck in neighboring exiles like a vacuum cleaner, and if they have their aura up, they can banish them. So Nor has it on Tizo. Scary Jack goes with Headwind in the second spot, but has not yet taken Bottled Void, so that means Scary Jack's last exile. We'll have that on her. Like how when Nor takes Jody in the second spot, and an Imp in the first spot, you can't even see the Imp behind Jody. Only see the aura. Alright, but here is Bottled Void for Scary Jack. And using that on a big aura Jodariel. And last one for Nor. Be a Sacred Bond Headwind. And it looks like she may use that Sacred Bond to bring back her Tizo, which is her Bottled Void character, to try to trigger that Bottled Void more easily. And even without a sap, she's thinking about finding a way to get that Numbing Gust effect. But no, instead opts for the Moon Crest. Chance of coming back instantly from Banishment. So here we go. First matchup of the day between Scary Jack and Anor. Oh, and there is Anor going through that Tizo portal and triggering Bottled Void in the process. Of course, as we were saying earlier, both players are usually keyboard mouse players, but are both using a controller on this occasion. So that adds a different kind of monkey wrench into this showdown. Don't really know what to expect for that reason. There is Anor once again going through the portal and triggering Bottled Void, and that sets up this 20 damage plunge. Did see Scary Jack take a bunch of starting Pyre life, so still at 145 here. There's the Bottled Void once again from Anor. Free orb. Anor scoops up here. Through the portal she goes. The Scary Jack has it covered. It's Rookie. He goes down. Edwin banished. Dariel through the portal. Owen can banish with her throws. That means she has time here to throw this one in for 30. Tizo goes down, sets up the portal, which Anor goes through and triggers Bottled Void in the process, clearing out some room for Jody to throw this one in for 30.
I'm just trying to figure out how to jump, because it is not X.
Want to take a second to double check the key bindings? Would that help?
Oh, I found it. Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
There you go. Rookie. He's banished. Tizo's banished. Jody gets sucked into the Bottled Void. Anor triggers it once again, giving some time and space for Jody to throw it in for 30. Rookie down. Tizo thought about going in, and Anor said, maybe not. Maybe I'll stick to using my Tizo as a setup for higher scoring characters such as Jodariel. Here is Jodariel going through now and throwing it in for 30 rather than Tizo's 25. Rookie for Scary Jack. There's that triple hop, but he gets shoulder smashed. Tizo down. There is the bottled void. And there is enough range on that throw to finish the job.
The night winds prevail.
GG.
Their adversaries did not even come close. Thus end this night's proceedings.
Alright, well, let's head on back then. How did that feel is this, either of you, is this your first time using controller for Pyre? Has it always been mouse keyboard? Or is it just your general preference is mouse keyboard?
Yeah, this is my first time using controller.
Oh, wow. Anor, what about you? Have you done it before? Is it quite literally your first time, or you prefer to go mouse keyboard whenever you can?
And I do actually have to go.
Ah, okay.
Just like one game, but
Well, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you again, Scary Jack.
nah. Thought I'd try and get a few games in.
Well, at least we got a chin for one. Let's see you later. Alright, and with that, that does mean we're looking for someone else to jump in, so if there's anyone in chat interested in doing so, then let us know. And I suppose it's late enough in the night that if there's anyone who played earlier today but did not play against Anor, then we could get you back in and just get a new matchup in this case. Anor's like, hold on. If I'm not going against a mouse keyboard person, then I'm gonna go back to mouse keyboard myself. To which I say, fair enough. So yeah, of course, would prefer to get someone new in, someone who has not yet played tonight, but if there is someone who played earlier today but didn't go up against Anor, then we can at least get a new matchup in that way, so you're still welcome in if you'd like. Then again, if there is no one who is currently interested and available, then perhaps this old man might jump in for a match or two. My general preference would be to get as many other people in as possible, but if I absolutely must, then I suppose I can, shake off a bit of the rust here. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll jump in. I'll do it. Let us see. Now I will, of course, be the Pyre Hearts. And chat, let us know if there is anything you would like to see for this one. Obviously, this is my first match of the day, but, I mean, do whatever you want to do for this one. Up to you. I don't mind. And then, as soon as I say that, 2 people turn customize off. Okay, slow down, chat, slow down. I appreciate the enthusiasm. They were just waiting. They were just waiting for me to jump in. They're like, alright, finally, my time has arrived. The moment I was waiting for. Alright, well, of course, that covers just about everything, unless there is a song or an arena that people want for this next one. It's going to be the third, but only have 500 points remaining. Yeah, you gotta save those points. We're shelling out a bunch earlier today, right? With that Falcon Run. Gotta start up the savings account for your next Falcon Run. But anyways, I think that should be good for this one. Customize off means randomized teams for the two of us, so let's do it. Let us see. The Ridge, for me, it's a demon, a crone, and a worm. For Nor, it is a demon, a worm, and a worm. Similar setup. Let's see. Oh, for Nor, that demon is Orlek. For me, it is not. I admittedly have not checked much in the way of my setup here. So, your guess is as good as mine. Okay, Orlek does have Celestial Spike there. We started to see. Ooh, I'm not fast enough. I am not fast enough. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Ignarius does have Brazen Manor. Okay, this is good to know. This is good to know. Don't. Get the Brazen Manor. You gotta leave it alone when it's the Brazen Manor. Oh, Orlek does as well. Also, Orlek may just have too big of an aura for me to actually banish you with a worm. I attempted to do it, and I'm just not sure it works at all. I mean, I'm tempted. I'm tempted to try the Brazen Manor, but no. Agreed. Oh, except it actually worked with Stunning Claim. It actually kind of helped me out, not gonna lie. It did kind of help me out. Alright, let's see. Lady River, what do you have? What do you have, Lady River? Finally, some good old-fashioned worm action. Vengeful Vow, was that on my Bertrude? Ooh, I walked straight into that. I was looking at Bertrude.
Sir Gilman's aim was true.
Let us see in that case.
The orb is up.
Ooh, Valiant Return. You had bigger aura than me somehow. That Orlek. Don't Brazen Manor.
Orlek is banished.
It takes so long to get the throw off. But it does hit the mark.
Forth into the flame. Now then.
Ooh, well, I explode, right. I totally remembered that. Oh, my momentum nearly took me in. It nearly took me in. No prayer beads, for what it's worth, on Lady River. Orlek has the Utterly Brazen Manor. You know him, it's just kind of his style.
A true aimed thrust into the fire. Now go on, just once more.
Orlek, still brazen. Still very brazen. Oh, very brazen indeed. Very brazen indeed.
The dissidents seem to be falling behind.
I'm not the dissonance. Thank you very much. I am offended. Oh, that was good timing. That was well done. That was well done indeed. That throw is unblockable. Will it be enough? Oh, it's just short. GG. Good match.
The fire heart prevailed. Yes. Perhaps a stroke of fortune ought to be thanked.
The double Brazen Manor Demons.
The ceremony is complete.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright, well, let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sometimes the voice kind of forgets what team people are playing on, for whatever reason. Alright, now, Honor, I just want to check in with you, because you said earlier that you thought you had a few more matches. Are you good to stick around a little while longer, or do you feel like you want to head out? You're good? Okay. So we did have 2 people request to turn Customize off, so theoretically, that means we just did the first one, and then this would be the second one. So that means I think we are in for more of the Customize off randomness, and I'm all for it. Alright, well, the list is growing long now, so add another one to the Customize off queue. Nora's like, if we're turning Customize off, then that works for me. Alright, so, in that case, I mean, we could still do a random arena or a random song, but other than that, just about everything is taken by turning Customize off. Unless anyone else wants to jump in. Yeah, so chat, let us know if anyone wants to jump in. I'm also, for the most part, just filling in here in the absence of anyone else being available. So let us know if someone else wants to get in on the action, and either Honor or I can swap out to make some space for you. But it looks like, at least for this one, we're getting back in with Customize off, so let's do it. Alright, and this time, it's the Nest of Triesta. I have a Cur, a Crone, and a Demon. Honor has a Savage, a Nomad, and a Demon. I don't know why I accidentally saluted with my Cur. Let's see, it is Ignarius for me, it is Ignarius for Honor. Okay, do I have triple jump? We're about to find out. I have at least double jump. I know that much. Never really got to the third. Okay, no prayer beads on Rookie. Oh, I don't think you're born to do that? Sad face. Oh, you do have Brazen Manor, don't you? That's why you're all glowy. That's not cool. That's not cool.
Someone there rose to the occasion.
Well, I dare say. Okay, no prayer beads on forfeit. Oh, it is triple. Oh, just short. Just short. Oh, I missed. There we go. Hello. How goes it? I almost snuck around. I almost snuck around. But not quite. Aloha. Ooh, okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we don't do that. Maybe we don't do that. Oh, and it's Leech on a Brazen Manor Demon. The 50% Leech.
An interesting exchange.
Oh, bad timing there. Oh, Black Heart? Oh dear. Oh dear. To what do I owe this pleasure? Oh no. That's not a good thing.
Righteous fire.
Apparently I have Stubborn Flame though, okay. We're learning more. We are learning more. Oh, I'm totally going this way. I'm totally going this way. You should know that I'm totally going the way that you think I'm going.
The orb is up.
Even in death, Ignarius has Brazen Manor. Oh, that's not gonna be fast enough. That's not gonna have enough on it, I am afraid. Stamina! No! Okay, I've gotten very lucky with several Black Hearts now. Very lucky. That luck is going to run out eventually.
All 3 night wings.
No! Stamina again! There we go.
Orb engulfed in fire. Each pyre now burns no more brightly than the other.
Oh, bad timing. Hello. Ooh, very good timing on your part. It's gonna take me a long time before I get anyone else back.
Exactly by the book. The night wing shall prevail at this rate. Quite the close call there, no?
Ooh, that didn't get you. That did.
United in banishment.
Come on, Orb. Come on, Orb.
Shall it be? Indeed.
Might have wanted to settle for plunging with Fruki there and banking on getting Ignarius in. Now it does take me 2 scores. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can I please have you? Thank you. Ooh, there it is. GG.
The night wings prevail. Their pyre burns, whilst that of their adversaries is but ash. The rite is complete.
Customize off is indeed very fun. I agree.
Until the stars align.
Yeah, random Brazen Manor Flaming Leech Iggy. It's pretty cool. What are the chances of that? Pretty low, I'd argue. Alright, so technically speaking, we do have another customize off because we have had 3 requests for it and we've only done 2 customize off matches. But before we go any further than that, I just want to say, is there anyone in chat who is looking to jump in here, or is it going to be that Honor and I are going to be the last 2 to finish off for today's Rite Night? Because if so, then I want to just make sure that we don't create an everlasting queue of customize offs and then, you know, have to squeeze in a liberation right there somewhere. And that liberation right gets bumped down every time we add another customize off to the queue. So yeah, if anyone else wants to jump in later on, then of course happy to do so, but I just don't want to hold Honor hostage or whatnot as we get additional requests filing in. Because, yeah, not seeing anyone else saying they're looking to get in at the moment. So, Honor, in that case, timing-wise, what works for you? We have at least one more customize off match lined up. Do you want that to be our final match before our liberation rite? You want to go... does it work for you if we go more matches than that? We can do that? Alright, let's do that then. So, in that case, this will be our penultimate rite. We'll have customize turned off for it. And so, of course, we know what that means. And then after that, we'll go into our liberation rite. So, unless somebody wants to request arena or song, customize off handles just about everything. So let us know if those things are of interest. Otherwise, we'll just jump in and resume the chaos. And so, viva la chaos. I hear imps. It's Isle of Kalamer. I have a worm, I think a nomad, and a harp, a nor, a harp, a nomad, and a savage. Oh, did I have right wisp? Question mark? Is that how I got this orb back? Snadra? Not sure what you have. Ooh. Yes, I do. I have a worm with bright wisp. Yes, please, and thank you. We're gonna test if you have anything to stop me, like shoulder smash.
Tis too close to call who shall prevail as yet. Brilliantly done. The Pyre hearts are now favored to prevail.
No! Couldn't get back quickly enough.
The Nightwing's edge.
Don't push me away from the orb, that's rude.
There it is. The fates have
Oh, I only have one sprint, do I? Do I have shoulder smash? Well, we're not gonna find out there. I am not the dissidents! Stop calling me the dissidents!
glorious.
That time I jumped.
The Pyre heart's pyre now burns relatively brighter.
Nope, nope! Not so fast. Alright, Snadra. Now's your time to shine. Use the imps. Use the imps. Oh, I do have Sacred Bond for what it's worth. Oh, I bottled Void? What? Excuse me? I bottled Void on my harp. Did not see that coming. Oh, nope, no, 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 no! You still made it in.
Splendid.
Ooh, that got me? That got me? There's, so I technically have Sacred Bond plus Bottled Void. I technically do have Sacred Bond plus Bottled Void. That is a thing. I'm afraid that is a thing. Oh, you didn't let me harp push. You didn't let me harp push. But you didn't let me harp push. Right, but no harp does complicate matters a bit here. And that time I did jump. And you knew. How could you? Oh, I wasn't fast enough! GG.
The Nightwings prevail. They somehow managed to scrape by despite their adversaries' efforts. The rite is ended.
Oh, Edwin had 20 leech? I didn't even know that.
Until the next rite.
I didn't notice. Alright, well, so... I mean, Enora, again, just based on what you were saying before, it sounded like you were looking to wrap things up on your end relatively soon. And it doesn't look like we have anyone else looking to jump in afterward, which is what leads me to believe that perhaps now would be the time for the Liberation Rite. How does that sound? That'd be nice? Alright. In that case, let's do it. Ball of Solium. We'll turn Sermon Intro on, and then for Anor, I suppose we'll just do base Never to Return? If we're trying to do Never to Return... well, there is, we list it as Never to Return Nightwings? We might. Get what we labeled it as. Yeah, Never to Return Nightwings. Okay, there we go. And yes, yeah, you know, probably turn Customize back on. Good call, good call. Alright, so of course that means this will be our Liberation Rite, our final rite of the night, which means no requests for this one. We will just both be rocking our preferred teams for this one, and we will finish things off in style.
The time is nigh, exiles. Welcome to the fall of Solium. Here one of you may walk the path to glory. The stars themselves shall be your witnesses. Fire hearts, stand ready. Prepare yourselves, Nightwings.
Alright, so, as we were saying, Liberation Rite here, so no requests for this one, we'll just take whatever we want to take. And what do I want? What do I want? Well, see, the thing is, there was some talk. There was some, dare I say, perhaps even slander earlier today regarding none other than my beloved worms. Yeah, I'm not sure we heard Will describes today. That's a good call. I don't think we did. Okay, it's Nutrition Stick Volfred in the first spot for Nor. Okay, so take note, people. First spot, first worm, middle is Gilman. Okay? Okay? We taking notes, class? We taking notes? Top is Deluge. Right? 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 Deluge is the exploding worm. Okay? You follow me thus far? And Nor goes, ooh, an offensive Tizo there. Sneaky. Sneaky. Okay. Then, last but certainly not least, in the bottom row is where we go with Lady River. And for Lady River, that is the exile. It has prayer beads.
Exile.
All right, and here we go, our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. The Pyre Hearts on the left here, and Anor is the Nightwings on the right. Best of luck, Anor. Ooh, quick, quick. Nope. There we go. That's the right worm. That's the right worm. Oh, I ran out of stamina. That doesn't feel good. Oh no! What happened to my infinite worms? Ooh, you set up a portal there, didn't you? I did not see that one. I did not see that one. No, don't stop me from sprinting. I don't like that. There we go. It's the prayer beads worm. All is as it should be. Now we can infinite worms. Or not. Or not. That was for the time. That's unblockable. No! Don't outrun my worms! You're not supposed to do that. I know you want to. I know. I see where your cursor is pointed. No, 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 no. Bad Volfred. Bad Volfred. Don't do that. Oh, you shielded it off. You knew. You knew. Where's that portal? Where's that portal? Where did you hide the portal? I don't see the portal. Where's the portal? Anor, where did you hide the portal? Where's the portal hiding, Anor? Stop preventing me from sprinting. It pains me deeply.
A braver than expected act from Sir Deluge.
Oh, that's not good. That's very not good. Please don't hit her. Thank you. Now we can Infiniworm. Now we can Infiniworm. That time I jumped. That's not gonna make it. No, 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 no! GG. Well played, well played. Man, I did not realize how much Numbing Gust just really counters the infinite stamina on the worms. I mean, it makes sense. It does make sense, but only once there did I really get the chance to do the quote-unquote Infiniworms bull rush straight at you repeatedly strat. Oh, well played. Well played. Like we were saying, that was our liberation rite, our final rite of the night. Thank you, everybody who played along with us today. And thank you, everybody who gave us their requests in chat as well. I am going to duck out of Discord, but I will see you guys next week. So long. But, for those of you in chat, I'm not done with you quite yet. No. Not just yet. Thank you all for watching. This was, of course, Pyre Community Rite Night. One moment while I boot Anor before I hold her hostage. No, she left. Okay, she's good. She's good. But, like I said, this was our Pyre Community Rite Night, which we are doing every Sunday. If you are interested in getting more involved in multiplayer Pyre, the best way to do so is, of course, by joining the Rite Club Discord server, which you can do by clicking on that link right there. Other than that, my name is Lids. I'm hosting these Rite Nights. I'm also streaming Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. We are going to finish the game, in all likelihood, next Friday, so I'm very much looking forward to that. Big stream coming for that. Then on Saturdays, we are streaming Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, and for that, we have a huge stream as well, because I am doing a special challenge, a one-time challenge, this Saturday for that, so that's on the books for this Saturday. Then Sundays, of course, like I said, multiplayer Pyre, that's Rite Night. Then, other than that, Lids Vids on YouTube as well, posting the VODs for all those streams, so if you missed anything, you can catch it there. And then also on YouTube, doing some Gwent videos, that's the Witcher 3 card game, and then doing some Thronebreaker, which is the Gwent campaign. And then also, if/when we can, trying to squeeze in some Path of Exile / trying to build toward a Path of Exile build guide, which maybe we'll have time for that, maybe we won't, we'll see. But if you haven't done so already, of course you can hit the follow button to get a notification when running live. You can also follow me on Twitter at LidsVids, I post there live as well. But the best place to stay up to date on all things Lids is by joining my own Discord server, which you can do by clicking on that link right there. But that's going to be it for me for tonight, so thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll catch you next time.